Line panel. First, that happily hysterical Homo sapien, Soupy Sales.
What did he say? Huh? Homo sapiens? Oh, really? Thank you, I hope. Well, here's you've heard in the old days, they always had of the royalty the ladies in waiting. And here's a lady that's been out there waiting for so long now, her clothes are out of style, waiting to be introduced. Would you please welcome the very lovely Sherry Henry.
I'm going to get you to repeat that later. I have a nursery rhyme now.
Oh.
And it goes,
Yeah.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Come on out and do your shtick. Tell us how cute you are. Jack Cassidy.
Spin-off for your new show, Soup. Now, whether in velvet, chiffon, or brocade, in my book, she's always been okayed. The lovely Arlene Francis.
Really bad.
Well, anyway, here he is, the darling of our panel, Larry Blyden.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Larry. Welcome to What's My Line, all of you out there. And panel, hello, howdy doody. You're looking very sharp today, Sherry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's a very snazzy vest that you got there.
I may open my own restaurant with it.
All righty. We push bravely on before anybody investigates that carefully.
Twice that line died. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Herb Ottaway. Fine, thank you. Where are you from, sir?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas. Panel, Herb Ottaway took a good, established American toy and added a motor to it. We will now show the audience what it is that he invented. And let's start with a woman who has always seen herself as a rich man's plaything, Arlene Francis.
And I have a pretty good motor, too. Now, let's see. Is this something that one can sit on?
No. 1 down and 9 to go, Soupy.
Is it something that somebody can stand on? Is it something that somebody can stand on?
Yes.
Oh. When they stand on this, Mr. Ottaway, do you have to get out of the way? Is it a toy that normally that you would also have to control it with your hands also?
Yes, sir.
When you control this toy and run it around like you used to, did you used one foot to sort of give it the old wooden?
No.
You didn't give it that.
2 down and 8 to go, Sherry.
Well, Mr. Ottaway, is this some sort of toy that you can move around on?
Yes.
It takes you from one place to another. You do use, it comes in contact with your hands and with your feet, is that right?
Right.
It has wheels on it, then?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Jack.
Can we eliminate motorized baby carriages?
That's
Yes,
wheels.
you can eliminate that.
Okay. It doesn't have wheels, did you say?
No.
No, that's right.
It doesn't have wheels. All right. Is it something that is larger than a bread box?
That's hard to say, Jack. I don't think we could answer that.
I know what it is then.
All right.
Have you motorized kites?
No, 4 down and 6 to go, Arlene.
Well, if there are no wheels, but you do stand on it, and it does move around, does it have anything like a skate edge or a ski edge at the bottom?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Soupy.
Oh-ho. If you didn't have a motor on it, when you put your foot on the ground or the floor, would you also bring that foot up and so that both feet would be resting on something while you were holding and jumping up and down like a pogo stick?
Yes, it would be a pogo stick. I'll accept that. Mr. Ottaway is the inventor of the hop rod, which is a motorized pogo stick made by Chance Manufacturing Company. Let's go up and see how it works, shall we? This is one of the really great things. Go ahead and get it, Mr. Ottaway, and I'll join you up there. This is one of the great moments of our lives. There is your motorized. Let's go right over here, sir. And would you tell us, no, right here. And could you tell us how this works? Now, what is it? What are the parts? Here's a shaft. Now, is anything
The batteries are in the shaft. The coil is here. This is a spark plug and the ignition wire. The carburetor and the gas tank. This is the exhaust and the cylinder with the piston in it. And when you jump on it, this pushes up the piston rod, pushes the piston up into the cylinder, making compression and also ignition, and this fires.
Now, how do you
boosting
stop
you up
it?
in the air. You stop it just by merely getting off.
Now, this is the gas tank here, right here? This little...
Yes, holds 4 ounces of fuel. That's good for about 600 hops.
600 hops to the tank.
How does it turn over?
How much does it cost?
$69.95.
And where can you get it?
There are a few stores around the country that handle it, and if you can't find it there, you can order it direct from Chance Manufacturing.
Is it just for children? Will it hold a...
Anyone can ride it up to 260, 80 pounds. I weigh 190, and it gives me a good ride.
Would you take a ride for us?
Also clear down to about 60 pounds.
To 60 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. Here goes your motorized pogo stick. Mr. Ottaway. So long. Thank you for being with us on What's My Line. Okay, we're back. You handled that with considerable dispatch, panel. Let's see what happens with our next challenger. Would you enter and sign in, please? Bonnie Shaw. Where are you from, Bonnie?
Boulder, Colorado.
Boulder, Colorado. It's beautiful out there. Panel, Bonnie Shaw performs a service. We will now show the audience what her line is. And we will start the questioning with our own jumping jack, Jack Cassidy.
Pull yourself together, fella. Miss Shaw, the service you perform, do you do it in front of some people? In front of people?
Yes.
Do you do the service outdoors as opposed to in?
Partly.
Partly. Does the area in which you obviously do it in your native state,
Yes.
would what you do be in some form of instruction?
No.
One down and 9 to go, Arlene.
But people do watch you. Do animals have anything to do with your service?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Soupy.
When you do this service, Miss Shaw, do you move around?
Some.
Some? When you move around, when you're moving around, do you come in contact with people? At all?
Physical contact?
No, not physical contact. Do you run into, like what you do, would they have talked to you before or
Yes.
like that? When you're moving around, are you ever you move around other than walking? Do you ever wear anything else when you're
No.
moving?
3 down and 7 to go, Sherry.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes.
Is there some sort of product connected with what you do?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
To get to laugh. And you do what you do mainly outside. Would it be in the area of sports or recreation? Or?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Jack.
We had a titter from the crowd. Profit-making organization.
They came on product.
Product. Does it have anything to do with the name of the place? Boulders? Does it have something to do with mountains?
No.
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Arlene.
The word product did get a bit of a laugh. Is it a product that is found in the land?
Not really, no. I
No?
would say no. 6 down and 4 to go, Soupy.
I had said something before about you come in contact some way with people. Are you in any shape or form or in a waitress of any kind that you serve?
No. No.
Not in that sense, no, Sherry.
Is the product something that you can hold in your hands or touch some?
Well, I suppose you could, yes.
you
Sherry.
can.
If it came to that, you could.
You would rather not, then. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yes.
Would she
Is
rather
the-
not, or
is
yes,
the-
which one of us are you asking? I don't know.
Is the product, then, either dangerous or is it it's difficult to handle somewhere?
No.
Not really difficult,
Not at
Jack.
all.
Well, we know it's not a taffy pulling contest. Does it was it or is it alive? Was it ever alive?
It's hard to answer, Jack, but let's say that we think of it as inanimate. 9 down and 1 to go, Arlene.
You think of it as inanimate. Well, it couldn't be anything like a skeleton or anything like that.
No, it
could
couldn't be anything. Is that a question? I think it was. We're out of time anyway. What she does is that she manages the city dump.
Can I tell you something which is so amazing that I've been doing the show now for about 5 years, and we've had a whole bunch of girls that manage dumps all over, and they're all really pretty. I mean, like, where do the ugly girls work out there?
They're driving the truck.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Bonnie, what are the duties of a dump manager?
I weigh the trucks and keep track of the amount of trash they take in and what goes into the landfill and composting, and I keep the books.
What did people say when they first saw you? How did they react?
They're surprised. I've gotten tips from some people, and, people bring me gifts sometimes, soda a lot, because I'm...
Do nice young fellas come out to the dump sometimes? Say, hi, lady, I just thought I'd come out here and... Huh?
People are friendly. They're
I
very
bet they
nice.
are out there in the West. Shucks. Thank you for being with us, Bonnie. It was really lovely having you. We'll be back with more of What's My Line and the appearance of our mystery guest right after this. We're back now, and it's time for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Okay, panel, are the blindfolds all in place? And would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, you have about 2 minutes to try to guess the identity of our mystery guest. We'll go one question at a time. We'll start with Soupy Sales.
Thank you. That was a marvelous ovation, mystery guest. Is that because you're in some form of show business? Could be.
Well, in the broadest possible sense, show business, okay? Sherry?
Well, to narrow that a bit, could it be the world of sports?
Sometime.
In fact, I would say that if you would think of him, you would think of it as most of the time, Jack, although there are other interests there. Jack? Yeah, Jack?
Yes.
Look at it.
We have established that the gentleman is in the world of sports.
Yeah, your frame of reference would be largely that.
Would the sport be baseball?
Sometime.
Well, I would think, unless you think of a stickball, I would think, Arlene?
Would it be baseball with the National League? What happened?
Nothing. He just giggling. Well, you want to know if he's in the National League?
Yeah.
Is that 2 legs?
Yeah.
Yes.
The National League is the league you pick? Is that a yes?
I'll pick the National
As he
League.
picks the National League. Soupy?
Oh, then you definitely are a player.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, it isn't.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, do you, Sherry?
Is this, do you play for a team that is close to the New York area? Or involved in the New York area? One of the local teams? I mean,
We
the
travel, too, sometimes.
Jack?
I think I know who it is. Well, I'll take a stab. Are you one of the great players, a home run king, and are you with the New York Mets? Are you Willie Mays?
Willie Mays, say it.
Jack, you would have to get you already knew that. You got me this time. I know that. You had me already.
When we were talking
You
about...
gave me a chance. I know that.
When we were talking about whether or not he was a baseball player mostly, he said, you know, we got an off-season, too. What do you do in the off-season, Willie?
Well, right now, I'm kind of tired, to tell you the truth. I came back to New York last Friday, and I'm just running. I'm just enjoying life right now. And I don't know how long it's going to go home, but I'm enjoying it very much. So.
When you began a season as a kid, when you first started coming in, what was it like compared to the way it is now?
Well, anytime, well, first of all, when I was a kid, I was very hungry. That was one thing. I guess that's why I learned to play baseball. And but right now, I'm not as hungry as I was then, but life is still just about the same. I love people, and I think the people love me, and I just enjoy what I'm doing.
Well, I tell you, I saw you in a baseball game make the most spectacular catch and throw ever in the history of that game, probably, and we're all so relieved that you're on our team now.
What game was that?
That was in 1962.
I don't know. I didn't see that game.
You didn't see that game?
No, I don't know.
You should have seen it. Willie Mays was spectacular.
Was that?
Yeah, you
Great.
were.
I don't know.
As usual. Willie, thank you for being with us on
Okay.
What's My Line. Yeah. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. You know, it's really extraordinary to sit over here next to that fella. I mean, the feeling of power that comes out of him is just extraordinary.
Did you shake his hand?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what? He has a lovely sense of humor.
Yeah, I shook his hand twice. With our next challenger, enter and sign in, please. Harry Mantilla. Where are you from, sir?
Auburn, California.
Auburn, California. Panel, Harry Mantilla deals in living creatures. You must find out what these living creatures are. We will now show everyone in our audience. And we'll start the questioning with Sherry Henry.
Are your living creatures, Mr. Mantilla, animals rather than birds or insects?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Jack.
Are they insects?
Yes.
Are they remotely connected to some of the favorites of mine, the spider?
Well, only by the remotest, only in so far as that they are insects.
Well,
2 down and 8 to go. Arlene?
You deal with these insects. Are they, do they perform in any way?
Yes, they do.
You mean in an entertainment sense?
No, I mean, are they trained to do anything like an ant is trained?
Are they trained?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Super.
Ask if they have their own band.
Mr. Mantilla, can they ever really be dangerous?
No.
It's 4 down and 6 to go, Sherry.
Are these insects that you can see with your eye, naked eye?
Yes.
Are they grown or whatever you do to them, bred for a reason like a medical reason or an industrial reason?
That's hard to answer. In there somewhere, Sherry.
In
Push
there
ahead.
somewhere. Are we after one particular particular kind of insect?
Yes, we are.
Is it sort of an ordinary insect we might all scratch at some point or other?
Might scratch at. 5 down and 5 to go, Jack. You want to take a quick guess? We're just
Yes.
about out of
Are
time.
they ants? And are you...
No,
Oh,
they're
you
not.
asked ants.
Yeah.
Are they fleas?
They're not
No.
fleas, Arlene.
Are they ladybugs or lightning bugs?
Yes, which one?
Ladybugs.
They are ladybugs. They are indeed ladybugs, and he sells them for pest control. He's the owner of Biocontrol Company who mail order ladybugs. What do they eat?
They'll eat small, soft-bodied insect pests. They'll eat the eggs, the larvae, the small worm form of the other larger insects.
Now, do they really take the place of sprays?
Yes, they do. In some certain instances, they do a real good job.
Now, if that really is so, then why are we using sprays?
Well, there's a lot of people who don't know about them. They can be used places they haven't been used yet.
Well, the word should get around. I mean,
Well, aren't they using them a lot now for the trees that have been suffering from that, whatever that blight is, that caterpillar blight? Aren't they using the ladybugs for that?
They can be used for that. There's another insect, especially for that, it's better.
Okay, just before we go, we're about out of time, but before we go, I'd like to thank Sports Illustrated once again for helping us to get in touch with Willie Mays, who is a busy man and graciously consented to come, and we're very thankful to them for doing that for us. And thank you for being here,
Yeah,
Mr.
thank you.
Mancilla. We'll be seeing you Monday. Goodbye, everybody. No, we'll see you tomorrow. This is Thursday.
This is Dick Gould speaking for What's My Line, a Mark Clifton, Bill Todman production. This program was recorded.
Want to see more occupations? Tune in to the classic version of What's My Line with John Daly, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.